What does Lisa's Booby Trap mean to me? Boy, this is a hard one to answer. She represents my wife, my family, a racehorse. I named her after my wife. She's quite a show-off, I tell you. She's too much. One of the best horses I ever had.
That's saying something because Tim Snyder is a lifelong racetracker, literally.
Is it a myth or is it a real story?
It's a funny story. My mother was in the grandstand at Scarborough Downs, and she was going downstairs. My father won the last race. She got a bump at the top of the escalator, and I was born in the first stage room in Scarborough Downs in this track.
Finger Lakes is where Tim met the love of his life.
I met Lisa here in 1993, right here in the same barn I'm in.
He met her while aboard a runaway horse.
The horse took off down the shed row on the other side of the barn, and I ran over the top of it. The horse ran out and ran into the next barn with me. And I got off the horse and run back across the street to see if she was okay. That's how I met her.
Was it love at first sight? Or was she really angry?
I was love at first sight. She was quite a girl. Best friends. Yeah, we were inseparable probably for 12 years. She came up with cancer. She died Christmas Eve. It was a bum deal.
After a 3-year break from the game, he returned to work for a friend of 30 years.
Hey, get up, get up. I went to work for John Tibbetts. We went to Miami last year, which is where I purchased the Booby Trap.
How did you come about purchasing her?
I got a phone call that a friend of mine had a horse for me, and he owed me a favor. And he wanted $4,500 for it. He said, bring me $2,000, you owe me the rest on the cuff. I said, okay. Then I get to thinking about, I almost changed my mind again because I had driving that old station wagon, I didn't really have any money. I'm thinking, well, what am I gonna do with a horse in Miami with a car and no truck and trailer? Very hard to hitchhike with a horse or travel with a horse in a station wagon. It's real tough.
Tim offered his services and brokered deals, which allowed his newly purchased horse to be transported 1,400 miles to Finger Lakes, New York, and into Tebbett's barn.
Lisa's room. I get that at the dollar store.
She was a big, spooky, kind of gawky filly, and Tim went right to work on her. And
yeah, make her work, you know what I mean? This is gonna be it from now until Saturday. First, I had my doubts, you know? I felt like I got took, but she's on her way.
On May 24th at Finger Lakes, Lisa's Booby Trap put all the doubts to rest, turning in this monster debut.
Check out this debuter, Lisa's Booby Trap. Very impressive in her first look.
She's legit. I knew she was legit.
Her smashing unveiling led prospective buyers to offer Snyder upwards of $50,000.
The guy wanted to fly up, buy us drinks and whatever. I told him, look, save your money and don't waste your time.
But the initial offers were small potatoes compared to what followed after yet another devastatingly easy performance in which she crushed the competition again.
It's Lisa's Booby Trap, a very promising filly with superior size, speed, and strength.
I had to save it because it's so unbelievable.
You see Tim, let him know that I've got my people watching the race, and you know, depending on how she runs, they're talking about up to $500,000 if she runs the way that we think she'll run.
An hour later, Lisa's Booby Trap romped again.
But here's Lisa's Booby Trap, a perfect 3 for 3, and this is a beautiful filly.
After the last time, Tim had to walk out of the barn. He walked up and down the road for a half an hour just dripping of sweat. didn't know what to do. Came back in and said, absolutely not. She's not for sale. No matter how much they offer, she's not for sale.
Okay, what you have here is a horse that's only win at Finger Lakes. And she's half blind, bad foot.
Bad foot, half blind.
You turned down $500,000 for her. Some people would call you crazy.
I know. Well, what are you gonna do? I love the business. I love the horse. All you think about is making money or selling a horse for big money, but then all you got money is money to worry about, you know what I'm trying to say? Half of it goes for taxes, and what's left? Money.
Because he associated the whole thing with his wife, he just absolutely will not sell.
Lisa Snyder's mother comes to see Lisa's Booby Trap nearly every day because there's an even deeper connection to the horse. It's what Lisa told them before her passing.
She always wanted to come back as a horse. Swore up and down she's coming back as a horse. Here she is. Lisa's Booby Trap. Every time I go by the cemetery, I just say, Lisa, we're gonna win another one, and she win. And she's win, and she's win, and she's win. I mean, she win 3 in a row. I'm having more fun now than I've had in a long time, you know?
Now, Tim Snyder finds himself preparing to run at a track he's only dreamed of.
Them trainers put their saddles on the same way I do. They put their pants on the same way I do in the morning.
Next up for Lisa's Booby Trap, a date with the big girls in the Grade 1 Betfair TVG Coaching Club American Oaks.
She's earned her way to go to Saratoga, you know? And I think that the best way to find out what she is take her to Saratoga. If she goes to Saratoga and wins, it's a blessing. If she don't, it's no big deal. She owes me nothing at all. She'll always have a home.